Michelle Ryan with the Tap Music, and welcome to the Music from Ireland showcase at CMJ Music Marathon 2011. We're here for a very special night at Fat Baby, where not one, not two, but 6 fantastic Irish bands are about to take the stage. Let's have a look and see what the night has in store for us. First, we've got the Lost Brothers. Guys, thanks a million for joining me. Ye are an Irish band based in England and gigged all over the world: Glastonbury, Electric Picnic, Toronto, Paris. And how does playing at CMJ compare?
It's our first time playing it. We kind of just got here, so we're just getting our bearings, but it's going to be good to play here, isn't it? Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Fionn Regan as well. Should be good. Should be a good show. Paul came all the way from Portland. Yeah.
Welcome, Paul. If you could give us a bit of info about yourselves, what's on the cards for the Lost Brothers? What can we look forward to?
Well, we recorded a new record in Sheffield, and that comes out in November. And then next year we're going to put out a record we did in Nashville. That's kind of what we've been up to the last 2 years.
Well, I was going to tell an Irish joke, but I don't really have any good ones, so I'll just say it's great to be playing with the Lost Brothers here in New York for CMJ.
So I'm joined with Joe from Fred. Joe, thank you very much.
Hi Michelle, thanks
How
for
are you
having
doing?
us. Very good, very good.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk. Just after seeing you play, absolutely fantastic gig. Did you enjoy it?
It was terrific. There was really good energy. There was actually pockets of great bits. Pockets of great bits. There was pockets of magic, I thought. Like I tell you, when you close your eyes, it's like, oh cool, all right, it's there,
It was absolutely brilliant.
That's kind of what you aim for all the time, but you don't always get it,
Absolutely.
Basically, we wanted to make a more cohesive sounding album. We felt the last album was great, the songs are great, but there was no album there. It was a bunch of songs. Whereas we really wanted an album that sounded like all the songs belong on the same album, and the order and everything flows into everything. We recorded onto tape, 2-inch tape. We recorded in Montreal for 3.5 weeks. Howard Billerman, he was just brilliant. He was just so simple in his method, totally relaxed. And it was just amazing, a really cool process to be involved in, to be honest. Yeah.
What do you think it is, in your opinion, about Fred that appeals to the Canadian audience?
I don't know, what happened was we went there and we did the showcases like CMJ, we did one called North by Northeast, and we did Canadian Music Week. Basically, we did a gig in a venue called The Hideout. This guy from a label had been advised to go see us, and he was kind of slow at getting there on time. We had started and he couldn't get in. It was sold out, so he kind of decided on the strength of that we were actually definitely worth checking out. So he went to see us then, he kind of basically offered us a deal.
As a band, what does playing at CMJ Festival or Music Marathon mean to Fred?
It means a whole lot to get invited, first of all, because there's such talent in Ireland, and play kind of decent venues, But to be part of it is just kind of a bit of an honour. It's really cool to be asked, and I hope we're never not asked. Even if we're huge, I hope we're still asked.
Well, great, Joe. Thank you so much for having a chat with us. Really enjoyed the gig tonight, and best of luck with the rest of it.
Thanks a million. It was my pleasure.
So I'm here with Funeral Suits, catching them just before they go on stage. Guys, thanks a million for taking a few minutes to chat to me. Very excited about seeing you tonight. First off, something I noticed when listening to Funeral Suits, kind of hear sounds of The Cure, a dark electronica kind of sound.
Well, I remember when I first joined the band and people were kind of saying that, oh, you sound like The Cure or whatever. I said it to Nick and he had never heard The Cure before, so it was only then when he actually started, and it was Michael's vocal that was being compared to The Cure, and he had never heard of The Cure, so I suppose he went off and listened to them then.
It definitely wasn't a sound that we went for. It was just something that evolved, I suppose, to answer your question anyway. But yeah.
And recently enough, you have recorded your debut album with acclaimed producer Stephen Street, and I was worked with the likes of The Smiths and Blur. What was it like recording with him?
Great, it was great. He's a totally sound bloke. He knows what he's at in the studio, and I suppose he brings confidence. He gets the best out of people. He got the best out of us, and it was great working with him.
Great, and recently enough, again, you've added a 4th member, Dara, and how has that changed? Has that changed your sound much?
It's totally changed our live sound, and it sounds a lot more fuller now, and I guess with a 4th member on stage, there's a lot more going on. energy-wise and atmosphere-wise, and yeah, it's really nice.
As a band, what does it mean to you to be performing here tonight at CMJ in New York City?
It's great. It's like a fantastic thing for any young band to get invited over, and CMJ's or Music from Ireland is fantastic for doing that. You know, we're eternally grateful to bring us over here. It's great.
Can't wait to play. Really can't wait to play. Really fun.
Great, well, I'm really looking forward to tonight, guys. I won't keep you too much longer. Best of luck, and thanks for the chat. I'm here at the Minutes in Fat Baby. First of all, just to start, the Minutes proper rock and roll band. I mean, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis even. So, you know, was this a sound you really aimed to achieve, or is it just something that came about?
No, nothing like any of those people as well. Just to get that clear, you know.
Yeah, it was a conscious thing, and it was kind of what we felt maybe was needed at the time, you know.
You've recently been given the title as the hardest working band in Ireland.
For this year, with a lot of the festivals, maybe that we would have played for the first time, you know. We did Oxygen this year, we did Picnic, and God, I'd say probably about 20 festivals in Ireland alone, and Reading and Leeds as well. So they're all kind of little milestones, and you see things kind of getting, you see the momentum building with them, you know.
It's the first time that we've done any of this stuff, like, you know. So we're going to New York. We're going home tomorrow. We're gigging Saturday in Cork, and then Sunday in Dublin. It's like, it's just everything keeps coming, and it's great though, like, you know.
For you as a band, what's it like to play at CMJ in New York City?
I'll be totally honest. It's great. It is a great like showcase, and
I think it's safe to say I'm predicting a very big crowd for you guys anyway. I know myself, a lot of people who are very excited to see you tonight, myself included. So I won't keep you any longer, guys, and thanks a million for the chat, and best of luck tonight. So I'm here joined by Richie from Jape, who's going to perform in just a little while here at Fat Baby tonight at the Music from Ireland showcase with CMJ. Richie, thanks very much for joining me, first of all.
Nice to meet you, Michelle.
It's not your first time playing over here in the States.
No, but we only had a couple of small gigs. We did one at the Crack Festival called in New York, and we did South by Southwest. But
obviously Jape has a very electronic sort of sound.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, in the core of it there is a sort of singer-songwriter element to that as well. It reminds me a lot of Catherine Combs, of Jeffrey Lewis.
Cool.
So
yeah.
what would you say to that? Would you agree?
I mean, a song should tell a story. So whatever decorations you decorate with happen to be electronic stuff with us.
Mm-hmm.
If the song's heart should still be a song.
Yeah.
So I tend to write demo stuff, but as the demo becomes the song then, so keep elements of it. Because there's always a freshness in a song when you first write it that lasts 2 days or so, or a while, and you have to kind of capitalise on that. If you go back to it, for me, if I go back to it, sometimes it can be a bit stale. So I always try and keep some elements that were in the genesis and just embellish them.
Well, great. Well, Richie, I won't keep you too long.
That's all, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks very much. Sweet.
I've always had a thing for dangerous ground. Oh. Filling up with happiness, Japanese bullet train. If the evening loses momentum, take these and your legs will shake. Just the way I apologize. I seem to have arrived home with items in my bag from your house.